Good morning, Sticky Saul, and great to be about in it, eh? This time, got me bags under my eyes, and it's wonderful to be clean, sober, and just enjoying life on this lovely, lovely Sunday morning. It's February the 11th. Wow, getting close to Valentine's Day, and better get ready for them presents for the missus and things like that. And I just want to talk about the last couple of days on the Daily Reflections, that wonderful book that gives us a daily thought, and just to reflect on the days, the day now and the day ahead, and yesterday and today. It's talk about obviously we're still in February, still the second month where we come to believe in the power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Don't forget, because if you're an alcoholic or an addict of the hopeless variety, like I was, no longer though of the hopeless variety, but if you are one of us, you're insane. Without this program, you are insane. Just to carry on doing what you're doing on a daily basis, feeding the habit or feeding the alcoholism, you must be insane, knowing full well the consequences that could happen. And quite often do happen, but still we go back to that drink. We still go back to doing it. It's like when it talks about, we'll go and put once we've had our fingers burnt on the hot stove, we won't keep putting our fingers back on the hot stove, would we? But we keep doing it with alcohol and with drugs. We just have got no turning off. We can say all day long, well, I ain't going to do it, I ain't going to do it, I ain't going to do it, I ain't going to do it. But by the end of that day, or a little bit later, that self-will is absolutely of no avail. It will not help us to stop us having that first drink or that first use up. Do you know what I mean? And today it's really talking about now being crushed by our addictions and our alcoholism. Do you know what I mean? And absolutely at the end of our tether. That's what it was with me. I was completely battered. And I found that most people, if I'm being absolutely honest, most people will not do this program unless they are completely battered, because it's going to ask you, this program, to take action. It's going to ask you to cast out all your beliefs about how you should run your own life and turn your life and your will and your power over to God of your understanding. But it's going to be that higher power that's going to run your life from now on. And you think, well, I ain't going to do that. And that's why you won't do it. But you'll do it. If life's hard enough, you're going to do it. You know what I mean? When you lose your things and you can no longer, get along in life, you might have a second thought. You might decide to do it. And when I come to believe in that power greater than myself, after a while, it wasn't instant. After a while, I started to trust God. There was little incidences that I thought, wow, I couldn't have done that. I couldn't work that out. But those incidents, those little bits and those little miracles, I call them, right, started to become more and more and more. And I started thinking, wow, this can't just be a coincidence. There's too many things that are getting sorted out in my life. My housing got sorted out. It's a massive thing. I was homeless. And all of a sudden, by doing a few suggested things, all of a sudden, and not on a daily basis, referring back because it ain't going quite right, getting back to a drink or a drug, but just to do suggested things started happening. Started getting rehoused, started getting back into work, started becoming a better dad, a better granddad, started doing all those things I really, deep down, not only did I want, but I needed. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest, God gives me what I need and not what I want. And at that time, I certainly needed a roof over my head. I certainly need that balance in my life. I certainly needed that love that I had to earn. Just to say, these people keep going on about you've got to love yourself. Look, I was devoid of being loving myself. The only way I could truly love myself over time was by doing the right thing on a daily basis. I've got to feel worthy. Self-love comes from self-worth. And let's be honest with you, if you're still using and drinking, right, it's wrong. If you can't have it in a moderate way, and you are that drinking is taking over your life, you'll never have self-worth, because you know what you're doing deep down inside you is wrong, because you know it's absolutely ruining your life. So when you get these people say just start to learn to love yourself without change, I'll tell you something, they're doing you a disservice. Stop listening to them, because you're going down the wrong path. To love yourself, you have to do self things that are going to be good. Do you know what I mean? And that, I find, is going out and helping others. And that gives you a sense of just that warm feeling inside you that you've done good for someone else. And then all of a sudden, over time, that self-worth and self-love comes into you. And with that, the fears, all those fears about people, places and things, institutions, start leaving you, because you realise that this power that you've asked to help you, that I choose to call God, it's sorting things out for you, and you trust him, and all your fears start leaving you. And as a result of all the fears, I'm no longer turning to the bottle to stop those thoughts that are going through my head. It's a wonderful program, let me tell you something. And I don't want to hear all these gurus I've been now sober for 24 days. I've been sober for 25 days. Yeah, the last time I had this much sobriety in me was 6 months ago. They're on this fucking cloud cuckoo land that they can do it by themselves. Now, if they're non-alcoholic, a non-addict of the chronic variety, they may be able to do that. And then they go out and they have a little bit of a bad time again, and then they come back, get on here and tell them everything, just follow me. Why don't you just follow a tried and tested path for over 90 years that's used by millions of people around the world, that many doctors believe in this program, but they can't administer it because it's not under their remit. So they asked us, the still suffering alcoholic, to go and reach out to the other alcoholic. Because only an alcoholic really can talk to another alcoholic. Only another addict can really talk to another addict. Do you know what I'm saying? Because other than that, we just don't. I mean, how many times have you been down to the doctors and told them a lie? How much you really drink? Oh yeah, I have half a bottle of wine and all that lot. And all the time you're drinking bottles of vodka or gin or 6 bottles of wine a night. Oh yeah. Because don't forget, we're insane. We're telling you that we're insane. We lie for our... As soon as we open our mouth, we lie. And when you're still, a defect of character... talks about defects of character. Well, I've got to take away our defects of character. One of them is dishonesty. I've got to take away my dishonesty and replace it with honesty. There's a turn up for the books, isn't it? Look, get on board. It's a lovely weekend. The Mighty Hammers, I'm a West Ham supporter, and we're playing the Arsenal today, so I'll be over there with a couple of good friends, and the missus, she's coming over there as well with her West Ham scarf on. So looks like it's going to be a good old day. Let's hope we get a good result, eh? God bless you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.